Here we are, home at last. Must say the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. It would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we don't speak of that unpleasantness again. But in spite of all that, and more, we return better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed. With Doma freed from Imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think you should go and see the other refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished. And it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I see I'm not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? East Aldernan Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Gyr Abania. Aye. The Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks, but we have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides towards rebuilding their depleted ranks. They even have taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations, with mixed results, I'm sorry to say. It was a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. Okay. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Krile Baldizian was taken prisoner. Krile? Do they know where she's being held? They do not. But your comrades were informed at once. I am told Thancred is in Gyr Abania looking for her as we speak. Did this happen? Let's think out Thancred without delay. Krile taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to the Castromorians. Pray excuse us, Admiral, Lady Ugiri. To the Fatmobile. Camp Mountains in town. Where is Castromorians from here? Zoop. Oh, dang. You found him. That was a lot quicker than I expected. There you are. You've heard the news? In broad strokes from Admiral Brothoswin. What happened? Krile and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Y'shtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment, and they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arnvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos... We'll make no excuses. We failed to protect her. Be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. It was the skulls. You knew the path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. Weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of having a walker in the field. I am not as strong in the echo as old, of course. Half the time, it's enough to knock me on my arse. Like I've taken a dose of concentrated ether. So, you walked in Fordola's memories. What'd you see? A woman promised the world education, training, citizenship, all that and more if she but sold her soul, traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. If it was Xenos herself that gave the order, told her to return with Krile Baldizian alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring the Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Krile and her current whereabouts. Their orders were to bring Krile back alive and save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines to see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and our allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted. I'll find her. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the Castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Aldine. If you hurry, you could find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. I think Old and I are going to go and see what Conrad like he suggested. You all wait here. Lots of talking. Also didn't remember Arenvald at all. Conrad's probably at Ralger's Reach, right? Seems like no. My bad. Right, now to the Fatmobile. Other way. This is really where the mystery starts for me. Like, sometime recently we got into like parts of the story I'd never seen before. But now, like, we're in parts I have no idea what to expect from. Like, before I stopped playing around, or before we liberated Doma. And that made me think, like, oh, okay, well, I know what the mission is. It's to liberate Doma. Here, I don't know what's going on. I don't imagine we're going to free Alamigo in a day. Oh, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, Lise, old. I'm sure you know you've heard about Krile by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. I have no doubt that you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, lass. That's good news for Krile. I'd like to think so, but enough about me. How's everything with you and the Resistance? Better than when you last saw us, and no mistake. Arnvald's been a godsend. Him and Monago and all of the other young bloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamigan Brigade, who've been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Gyr Abania and as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. Together with the refugees returning from Ul'dah and elsewhere, we had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. Knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we still have a far way to go. But we'll fight for every ilm, and sooner or later, we'll get to Alamigo. But listen to me prattling on when we should be making haste to Castromorians. There's no point in you telling me everything now, when you'll only have to say it again for the Flame General's benefit. Right. Let's go on ahead and tell the others that you're not far off. Alright, back to the Fatmobile. You really had me take this guy out here to meet him in the driveway. Like, we could have just waited 10 minutes and he'd be here. Howdy, Pippin. Spoken with Thancred. Good. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kemp's party approaching. If you're ready to address Father and the others, let's be about it.